Hello all. So today we'll try to learn about 10 things to know about Android for work. Okay, let's move on. What is Android for work? Android for work is for supporting enterprise users. So it is not Android for work is mainly for the enterprise segment, which consists of the product features of all the Android and the Google Play for work, and also some of the productivity tools. So Android for work consists of it's as I mentioned, Android for work is mainly for enterprise users, and it also consists of product features of all the product features of Android, all the features which Android provides. Right? It also consists of that. And so it also have a separate Google Play for work, and also it Android Play has been bundled with some set of productivity tools. Hmm. What is Android for? Android for Work is a mobile device management and a data separation framework debuted in Android Lollipop 5.0. So, what does Android for Work consists of? It is mainly consists of an administrator who manages your Android mobiles, and all your data in your Android mobile has been separated out in a data separation framework. So this is what is Android for Work. Android for Work is primarily exposed via an API that enterprise mobility management providers and enterprise application developers can use mm, to deliver a secure and rich mobile experience to their customer employees. So what does this say is like Android for Work is primarily exposed via an API, like where enterprise owners, right, like large organizations, they can write their own applications to manage the mobiles remotely. Um, so that is what EMMs are called as organizations who can and manage the mobility, and enterprise developers are the application developers who write applications to the Android mobiles which can control the mobiles remotely. Yeah. And also they also deliver a secure and rich mobile experience to the customers employees. So if a customer employee if a employee of an organization who is using Android mobile and who wants to have Android for work enabled, so they also provide the same rich experience as they have in for the regular use. They provide the same experience. EMMs, as I mentioned, EMMs providers are the companies that offer advanced IT solutions for the mobile device management, mobile application management, mobile experience management, and more. So, what does that EMM means? EMM, as I mentioned, EMMs are as an organization or administration which can provide mobile device management for the company. Mm, Mobile application management, it can also install applications and uninstall applications remotely. It can also give the mobile management experience, like say some of the security policies, data enforcement, all those things can be managed with the EMM provider. What is work profile? So Android for work features what known as a work profile in device management, which is a segregated work managed environment. It is a Android for work is a separate profile. It is a separate profile, just as like normal user profile. It is a separate work profile where all the apps are grouped together in a device, and it's a segregated managed environment. It is a managed environment. Android for work is a managed environment. Is a managed environment which has its own profile. Work profile still allows enterprise apps to have some basic control over the enterprise devices, usually limited for lock screen and encryption policy. So work profile still allows enterprise with this work profile, right? It will allow organizations who has the who can um, control the have some basic control for the apps data remotely, and also it has control on this lock screen and then encryption policy. Enterprise also have complete control of the enterprise data. So since the work profile has a separate profile, since work profile is nothing but a separate profile for the users, right? So enterprise can have the complete control of the enterprise data within the work profile, and they as I mentioned, they can install the apps, they can uninstall the apps, add users credentials, configure VPNs, change settings inside some apps. So this is for the work profile too. uh, Android for work, right? It also contains a Play Store. The Play Store, just like the Android mobile apps, normal Android mobile apps, right? It will with your normal user account will also have Play Android Play Store. Android for work will also have a separate Play Store. Uh, Play for Work is an offshoot of Google's main Play Store that organization can use to purchase Android bulk snap. So it is similar. It uses a similar kind of Android for Play, but it offers some enterprises to buy some set of apps for the enterprises and like say some of the apps, right? Like some of the paid apps, enterprise can buy it and be it part of the work profile, so that users can use it for their official purpose, like say some of the office related Microsoft Office related apps which has enterprise version, so they can buy it, and that is grouped and bundled as in the Play for Google Play, which is work profile Google Play. It can also host and distribute in-house enterprise apps. So Google Play, which is there as part of Android for work, right? It can also host, distribute in-house enterprise. It can also in-house enterprise. So Android for work, right, also offers another feature called corporate owned single use, which is called COSU profile. COSU. So what is this? This is something like a single is a type of profile where it is used for single purpose only. Like say suppose you might have seen there's some devices which is in the malls which has only single purpose, like only for billing or printing or only for inventory management. So Android for work offers this kind of profiles where usually it will be used only for the one particular purpose only. It can also mainly like in the tablets or in the bigger screen devices. So that feature is being provided through Android for work, the COSU. It also adds device owner mode. So what does this COSU is? It has one mode called device owner mode, which locks down the device that multiple users shares or functions as a kiosk, information display, or embedded devices, as I mentioned, right? So it is as a separate mode called device owner mode, where it locks down everything, and it's only used for locked down for multiple users, and it is only for single user who can share it for chaos or information display or any embedded devices. Separate work and personal profile. So with Android for work, right, it separates out the your apps, personal apps, and with the office apps. So with this is one of the features of Android for work. So what does it do is, like, it will, as I mentioned, it will create a separate work profile, right? So where enterprise workers as long wanted, so always enterprise users who use mobile for their personal work, right, they also always wanted the personal apps to be separated with office apps, so that they will not mess around. So that with that in mind, so enterprise workers as the long they have the separate work apps and the personal apps, and still having the ability to work in a native environment. So it gives the native environment where you still feel that you're using your own Android devices, but it can be used for office work and then personal use, but both the apps are separated out. So business apps and personal apps have separate work profile, work notification. It will have their own separate work notifications, separate apps, separate restrictions using the data separation framework. Everything would be separated out through Android for work. Security. So definitely when the Android mobile is used for the personal purpose, right, there will be a lot. Especially the organization mobile which is used for the personal purpose, definitely there will be challenges in security. So always a security aspect taken care here. So data security, business data is separated out from the work profile and protected it in the device wide or work managed devices. IT companies, right, who manages these devices, right, can apply data leakage prevention policies, or data theft or security remotely. They can enable some of the policies only on this work profile, where their data is always safe and no one can access it, or no one can steal the data. App security is also been maintained, where work apps are deployed through Google Play Store. So it doesn't allow any all the apps has to be installed only through Google Play for work. So it with Android for work, there are no apps which can be installed from the unknown source or third party or uh, and apply configuration. So it doesn't allow us to install any other third-party apps apart from the Google Play for work. So in that case, attack any security threats or attacks from by installing any apps, right? That would also be avoided. Device security. So device security is like all your data, right? It will be especially the work profile data would be encrypted, which will have disk encryption. So as the work profile will be in separate partition, a separate it will be it is a separate data partition kind of. So that data would be encrypted, and there will be lock screen, and there will be enforced lock screen, and remote attestation services also be enabled, and hardware backed key store when available. So based on the hardware uh, keystrokes, right? So these are some of the device security features which Android for Work offers. Control data and privacy. um, if you leave, say suppose you're using the organizations, you're using your own mobile, and that and so suppose you leaving the organizations, and IT can erase remotely those only those apps which are related to the work, and it can leaving the personal stuffs intact. So it can also never view it can also never view any of the personal activities. So this is the data control and privacy which Android for Work offers. It also provides a data security. As I mentioned, right, business data is separated from work profile, and IT can apply all the policies to separate out the work profile and data, and then it can install, uninstall, and manage the data. So this is about the data security and secure productivity features. So Android for Work also offers some productivity features, like it eases the use of work for remotely and still be productive. For example, like say device users can view the company email in the same stream as personal email. Like you can have your own like especially if a company is using a Gmail, and also you also have a personal Gmail, so you can try to view both the emails in the same stream, but the data would be separated out. Like all the emails would be in the same list. You can have separate. One application can be used to view all your personal and office emails, but those data would be kept separate. And then also it allows the users to edit the documents. It provides a ease. So with this Android for Work feature, right, the secure productivity feature, it offers ease of use for the Android users, where they can go and edit the document, upload it into Drive or any of the online storage of the company, without having separate, without going back and forth, and without logging into different, without changing the profile, without logging into two different things, right? They can continue working as a normal how you use a personal mobile. The same way they can continue to use as a your office work profile, which will improve the productivity feature, and also it will be secured by the work profile. So selective remote wipe. Android for Work, right? So since it offers the bring your own device or have your own device, which includes personal and then office data, so IT can manage all this data, and if required, as if you're moving out of the organization, or if you are planning to or if your mobile has been lost, right? So more organizations will have the control to remotely wipe the device. App updating. So admins can also install whichever the apps required. If you are a new user, and if you're a new employee in an organization and you don't know what all apps is required for an organization, right? So Android for Work can offer install all the apps which are required through admin, right? It can remotely install whatever the apps are required, and if it can also remotely uninstall whichever apps which are not required and make some configurations required, VPNs, without having user interaction, and then later that it will be notified that these apps have been installed. So it can also do the app management. So these are some of the top features which Android for Work offers. If you have more questions, please write it down in the comment section. I'll try to answer it. Thank you for watching the Android for Work uh, video. I'll make sure that similar such videos would be um, uploaded just for your knowledge sharing purpose. Thank you.